Hey guys, my name is Chelsea and I am the founder of Hennapreneur. Today I want to take the time to talk to you guys about how and why I started Hennapreneur, because there isn't anything else like it out there, and so it's a little bit unique and it's a little bit quirky and I'm still learning the ropes myself, but the process of building Hennapreneur and the process of engaging with other henna artists and supporting them and teaching them and mentoring them has been amazing, and students who are coming through Hennapreneur are seeing like incredible results. So I wanted to take a second just to tell you a little bit about myself and how and why this whole thing even came up. So I am a professional henna artist. I own Cardamom and Clove Henna. I've been working with henna since 2011, and I officially went full-time in 2014 when I rebranded into my current business. And so with Cardamom and Clove Henna, when I first started working, I didn't know there was an online community. I didn't know that there were resources for henna artists. I came onto the scene having spent the days and weeks trying to prepare and perfect my henna paste. I didn't know that there were places where I could go to receive mentorship, and so most of my experience as a henna artist has been self-taught. It's been through trial and error, a lot of error, and it's been by way of experience. Now the thing is, when I started my business, I didn't start working with henna because I loved it. I started working with henna because I needed income now. I had lost my job unexpectedly, and I was a single parent, so I only had my two hands to figure out what I was going to do to make money now, because I didn't have time to go through the interview process and the applications and the all of those things to find work, and the bills were due right then. So I started working with henna out of a place of necessity, and not so much from a place of passion. And while I wish that it would have started that way, out of love and and excitement for the art, the fact that it started, the fact that my career as a henna artist started from that place of necessity, really set a tone for the trajectory of my career. So over the years, I had to perfect the way that I did business. I had to look at making sure that things were sustainable, and making sure that I was profitable, and making sure that I was able to really make this business a healthy one. And I didn't have the luxury of like just kind of wading in and seeing how things went. I needed to be able to pay the bills then. So in that journey, in that experience, I learned a lot. And once I came into the professional community, once around 2014, 2015, once I started to become involved with the henna community online and in person, I realized that there were so many people who were willing to teach technique, or who were willing to give feedback on how to improve a flower or how to improve a paisley, but there wasn't very much conversation going on about how to manage and run a business. And I feel like at that time, those sorts of conversations, the conversations about money and about how to bring clients and how to retain clients, how to build a loyal client base, I feel like anything that really was related to that money aspect and how to become profitable was kind of frowned upon. Like, money was like a dirty word. I don't know. It was just the experience that I had. And so this made me really sad, because as someone who came into the profession needing to be able to achieve profitability immediately, and in an industry where profitability really shouldn't even be a question, it was really amazing and saddening to see so many henna artists who had learned the skill set but they didn't have the know-how of how to harness that skill set to put food on the table, or to pay that bill, or to be able to go out and buy the shoes. Like, it was really sad and frustrating for me that I was seeing kind of that disconnect within the artist community of how, we had very talented artists, but those same artists were not able to make meaningful income and to have a really a sustainable and a thriving business. So I started off by mentoring henna artists, like in my living room over coffee or over a video chat. They'd ask questions and I'd answer, and then they'd come back and they'd say, Chelsea, that thing worked. And it was really amazing. And I loved it. I loved being able to support other people in creating their dream and building their dream and achieving this thing that perhaps they never even thought was possible. And by 2015, I started teaching at henna conferences. So from 2015, 2016, 17, and 18, I spent time teaching at conferences here in the US that have, international reach. Because I wanted to teach that business component. More often than not, my classes on business were the only classes on business at those seminars and at those get-togethers. And so it was amazing to me to see how little information was out there and was available. And the feedback that I began to receive was phenomenal. I was having people who would come and they'd book a consult with me, and then they'd leave that consult and they'd find clients like within that week. Or I'd have people who would come through and they'd say, hey, look, I'm really having a struggle with this little thing in my contract, and we'd rewrite their contract, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting paid before I offer services, and this is amazing. Like my clients aren't late, my people they're tipping me well, all of those things. Like I see so much growth in those people that I was working with, that I said, you know what, I don't want to limit this opportunity. I don't want to limit my insight and what I have to offer to other henna artists like me who want to make a living, who want to use their skill set to live a lifestyle that they choose. And so instead of limiting myself and my knowledge and my expertise and such to just those conferences or those one-on-one calls, I decided now's the time. Let me go ahead and create something that will give access to henna artists worldwide, for them to be able to access the resources they need and the help that they need to grow thriving and sustainable businesses. That's when Hennapreneur came in. I launched my first course, Mixology and Basic Design, early last year in the spring of, it was in March of 2018 when it went live. That was a class that I initially taught. I initially taught in person, but my students loved it so much. I said, this is something that immediately I've got to get this up. I've got to get this out there to the masses. So that's still a fan favorite for sure. But I launched my first course at that point, and then after that I started to build up additional products, services, resources for henna artists specifically to use that help them with developing their technical skill, and with also helping them to develop their business savvy and the sustainability of their henna business. So that's me. That's where I came from. That's why I do what I do. I'm here to see those other artists like me. I'm here to see you succeed. I'm here to see you take on the world with henna cone in hand. So if there's anything that I can help you with, always know that you are welcome to reach out to me at any time. You can reach me by email at hello@hennapreneur.com, or you can leave me a comment here, whatever works for you. It's my job to and it's my goal. I'm so driven. I want to create everything that you need to help support you through the different stages and levels of your business. So with that said, hi, that's me. I look forward to getting to know you better over the upcoming months. And yeah, Happy New Year, guys. All right, I'll see you. Bye.